What's up everybody, it's been a little over a week now playing Stoneheroes, so I wanted to check in and show you my progress as a free-to-play, my thoughts about the development, and any of my concerns. Leave a comment down below how long you've been playing and what you enjoy, as I like seeing other players' perspectives. Stoneheroes, Squad Saga, let's get it. Alright, we are going to be on the main screen here, and if we look at my power at the top left, 196,000, nothing special. I've been playing this game very casually. Some days I only log in, do my dailies, the world boss if I'm able to get in at the right time, and other than that I just log out for the rest of the day. This is an early access like I mentioned in my first video. There is going to be no data wipe, but I will be restarting whenever global launch does happen, so I'm not taking this account too seriously. Its main purpose is just for testing. If we open up my champion roster right here, I chose to go with Nezha. I really like this champion. Very good AoE DPS, so he's good for PvE content like pushing tower, pushing campaign. However, on bosses I find his damage is really bad, so that's really unfortunate for me because I don't really have a boss team right now. What I really like about the game is if you go over here to formations and then you click on your squad, you're able to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're able to make more than enough teams to get you going through this game. Right now I just have my main team, which I use for my PvE and PvP, and then I have my boss team that I'm working on right now. So you can see it's a little bit different in terms of the champions. I use this hero right here, Erlang, I think that's how you say it, simply because if you look at his skills, I believe it's right here, increased skill damage and hit rate for all allies. So this is a really neat passive to have for your team. I think he does something else as well. Right here, his ultimate, activate the Heavenly Eye to bless allies within range, increasing their damage amp and their damage red. So this is a really good buffer for your team. I don't think he does great damage himself, but when you're making your boss formation, you're looking for between 1 to 3 champions that are able to dish out that damage. If we go into Lirin, I think that's how you say the name. Once again, it's the passive, increased dodge and attack speed by all allies. Attack speed is going to be really good for bosses because that's going to allow you to get more auto attacks out, which in turn helps you with more damage. Now I am missing some key champions that I find are going to be really good for your bosses. I've seen a lot of players who do a lot of high damage using Thornar, really good because if you look at his skill kit, once again increases attack speed. I think he also does another one. Each basic attack increases attack speed. So you can see this is a very attack speed driven champion. Wukong is another solid one for bosses that I've seen because he's able to create 4 clones to help do damage. Then the other kind of plug and play champion which is good for bosses and then non-bosses is Sophie. Because if you look at her ultimate, once again, grants allies increasing their attack speed, but also their attack as well. So there's a lot of key champions that I am missing right now. I do find the rates really low, which I'll get into a little bit later. The starting champion you get right here, Danizard, I think that's how you say it. Really solid. Which skill is it that freezes the enemies? The ultimate snowstorm. When you're able to freeze those enemies, it comes in very clutch in certain situations, which have actually helped me beat the stage that I was stuck on for a long time. I really like this champion and also does some decent damage as well. And then we look over here at the Frost Shelter skill. Is able to grant a shield to the allied champion with the lowest HP, which is really good. So Blizzard Gold right here has got some damage, some CC, and a support skill, which helps with a shield. If we look at the actual campaign that I'm on right now, it's stage 1024, chapter 10, stage 24. I think my main issue right now is I'm just lacking a strong frontline. Like I would really love the champion Sophie, which I mentioned earlier. But right now I'm just using the non-triple S legendary champion Makabaru. Does okay, just not enough to help me win. So here we are, we're about to beat the stage. There is 9 seconds left. I'm not having any issues. Basically, I probably could beat this stage with the right RNG. One of the champions that has really helped me pushing content is actually the support healer that I'm using right here. Her heals are just absolutely insane. Like if you look at this 514,000, I've tried a few healers in this game and no one even comes close to this. If we back out of this quickly. So I definitely can beat this stage, it's just going to take the right RNG. But this person right here, Lian, the Butterfly Fairy, amazing game changer for me. If you have this champion, I suggest using, if we look at her skills right here, her ultimate is going to do an AoE heal. She's got increased healing. If we look over here, more healing. And then right here, increase HP limit for all your allies. The other healer that I was trying to play around with was Lovey. As you can see, it says support, healing, and a buffer. But honestly, just does not even come close to the amount of heals that a Lian can do. If we go back to my roster quickly, you can see basically I'm working with a 9-star on Nezha. If we click over here, a 9-star on Danizard. And then we have a 8-star, 7-star, 7-star, 7-star. I did build up a few champions for testing. One of the neat things about this game is if you actually click up here, you can reset their stars for free. I don't know how long it's going to be free for, but you can see for 7-star, it is free and you get back your hero copies. So if you click on Danizard, which is at 9 stars, you can see it costs 80 gems. This is still very cheap. You're able to get back all your resources, which helps for testing other champions when you do get them. If we go over to the tower, which I guess would be the other top choice for pushing content, the Trial Spire. After you beat floor 100 of the main tower, you do open up faction towers, I guess you could call it. Like if we look at the one that's open right now, the Aqua Spire, you can click on challenge. You're only going to be able to use certain champions, like you can see right here if I go into my barracks. So if we back out, you can see that, one second, there's going to be a Chrono Spire and a Blaze Spire. So if you actually go back to my champion roster, the correct terminology, you could say, is for the red, this is going to be your fire element, and then you have your blue, which is going to be your water element, and then you have your green, which is your wood element. So that is how the tower is going to be separated. I haven't pushed any of this right now. I just recently hit floor 100 just because, like I said, playing very casual, slacking. I could have pushed this a lot harder within, like, I think the 8 or 9 days that I've been playing. I use the same team that I've been showing. Daily dungeons, nothing special. Daily boss, nothing special. I did cover some of this in my first video. World boss, this is where I've been saving all my gems. You can see if we go back, I have 30,000. It is very tough to get what I want depending how competitive your server is. Like looking at the auction records right here, the Triple S champions are going for between 12 to 15,000 is the average now. Before I could get them for under 10k, but even on the earlier spawn of the world boss, which is 8 a.m. my time, they're still going for a lot. So I can see this becoming quite an issue on global launch when the servers are more populated, because it's going to be very, very hard for free-to-play to compete with spenders, especially because they're going to have a lot of gem income. So I don't know if this needs a little tweaking to make it a little bit more free-to-play friendly. Maybe they can put a limit on how many bids one person can do on one item, something like that. But yeah, it's really hard to snag up these Triple S champions right now. Great Voyage, I'm kind of stuck. I'm actually on difficulty 8, but this is way too hard. When the server does reset, which is going to be in a couple hours, I'm going to actually go over here to difficulty down and click on this to decrease it to go back down to level 7, just because I can't even complete level 8 right now. I'm just getting dominated on stage 43. I still have 7 more to get to 50 in order to complete this. I can't do it. It happens. I was just seeing how far I could go. So I will decrease the level down and then I'll be able to complete it, and I'll stay here until I just get stronger. The Voyage Shop currency seems to take quite a long time to build up. The actual Great Voyage is a daily game mode, so I don't think I've missed a day. Maybe I have, but I'm only at 46,000, and a Triple S champion costs 80,000. So this is going to be a long-term way to get specific champions. I don't know if these ever rotate. I'm pretty sure my shop has refreshed and they've kept the same. So this is going to be one of the ways you can get your Wukong, or you can get your Poseidon. If we go to the building aspect of this game, right now I've got my marketplace to level 10. I'm trying to build this up because I have seen in the Discord, I don't know what level your marketplace needs to be, but Triple S champions do have a chance to show up here, and I think it's only like 6,000 to 7,000 gems. So I don't know what level that is, but that's why I'm focusing on the marketplace. And then I'm also focusing on my tavern. You can see I have 3 more hours and then it's going to be level 10, which if we click on this, level 10 is going to allow me to unlock the Triple S Champion Summon banner. Right now I have been saving my summons. As you can see, I have 159. Basically, my reasoning is, like I said in my first video, if we look at the actual rates, which is right here, the Triple S drop rates are so low, like 0.0271% chance. Unless there is a hard pity that I'm unsure of, like you summon 200 times or 300 times and you're guaranteed one. I've really just been saving them until my champion wish resets, which as you can see, I chose Nezha for my 1 wish a week. When this does reset, I probably will choose Nezha again, or I can get one of the other champions that I'm really looking for. One of the summon banners that I really like is the Tavern picks. Pick up to 5 champions. This is what I have right now. Now I haven't done any summons yet just because waiting until I get another champion, another Triple S champion that I can put in here. I am waiting on Sophie or, man, I keep forgetting the name. Still new, so the names are going to take some time, but either Sophie, Thornar, Wukong, Sageblade. Like, there is quite a few that I'm still waiting on before I start doing this. And one of the reasons is because depending on which type of rarity you put in here. So right now you can see I have some regular legendary champions, 1, 2, and then I have some Triple S legendary champions, 1, 2, 3. This dictates how much horns it costs to do one summon. So you can see I have 439. I haven't used any. One of the other reasons why, because if you go here to the Rally Horn shop, I have been told Triple S champions do show up here. I've refreshed every single day 1 time, which is all I can do. So that's 100 gems every day, and I've never seen one. Apparently it's a very, very low chance, but they do show up here, and I think they are either 200 Rally Horns or 240 Rally Horns. But I will give this a shot once I get another champion that I need, and we'll see what the percentage rate is. I don't think it's evenly spread out. I don't think it's a 20% chance because 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. I'm pretty sure because this is a gacha game that the Triple S ones like my Nezha, my Erlang, or my Lirin, these are going to have a lower percentage compared to the regular legendary champions. Could be wrong, but that's just my assumption. I'm really lacking right now is wood. I find wood is kind of poorly managed in this game simply because if you go into your revelation and you have different categories, and these ramp up in wood costs so fast. Like right now you can see it cost me 11,000. And that's only 3 out of 5. Look how many more there is. This goes to 5, this goes to 5, 3, 5, 12. And the further down, I'm sure the more wood it costs. So, and this is just the first category. If you go into clan growth, you can see it's going to restart yet again. And this goes up to 15, 15, 15, 20. Like, I really find wood in this game is poorly managed because, especially when you're doing castle building, like if we look at how much wood it costs to go to, let's say hunting ground level 10, it's going to cost you 19,000 wood. So that is one of the things I've been buying in the marketplace is anytime I see, as you can see here, wood at a discount, if it's relatively priced, I'm gonna buy it just because it's very hard I find to get this. I do think they need to make it a little bit more accessible. So yeah, you have your world boss on Saturday. You do have blitzing. If you go here, you can see if I blitz this 3 times, 369, you know, that's a low 10,000 right there daily, which sounds like a lot, but when I was showing you how much you actually have to invest into, it really isn't. There is alliances. I didn't show that in my first video. Right now you have a wish list system where you can help your clan mates out. And right now I'm looking for 3 summons. You have a certain amount of assists you can do per day for your members. I've already used all mine. And then you also have your alliance bosses. The only unfortunate thing right now is I find the actual shop very lackluster. You can see there's really not much to buy here. You can get 1 summon for 3,000. I've just been saving these because maybe they're going to update this in the future. And I'm just going to save my currency. Overall, I'm having a fun time. I really like these campaign quests right here where you progress through the main story and you do certain ones like clear the tower, floor 90, have 1 8-star champion. You can do these and you're able to get some nice rewards. Like if we scroll through here, you can get 80, I guess I'll call this VIP XP. You can get right here the 5-star champion shards. If you keep scrolling, you get some legendary champions. Right here is really good. You get enough random Triple S champion shards to merge into one. So you're able to get a random Triple S champion. So there definitely is a lot of them. So that's it. That's all I really wanted to check in on. As a free-to-play, I think this game so far is pretty decent. I'm able to progress as well as you can for an idle gacha game. You obviously are going to get stuck, but yeah, overall I really like it. There is still something I haven't unlocked yet, which is I believe heroic mode, and that is where you have multiple teams you have to set up for campaign. And then also if we go into PvP, here arena, I haven't unlocked Apex Brawl because I need to clear chapter 14 stage 36, which I'm assuming is just like heroic stages. You're going to need multiple teams for this PvP system. But that's all I wanted to talk about. Leave a comment down below if you are enjoying this game. Are you going to check it out when it does global launch? I don't have a set date. We'll be coming out with more videos. As always, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next one.